Well, here it is, springtime. The grass is getting green and long. I still got the snowblower on the tractor. So this afternoon we're going to convert this back to a lawn mower, which unfortunately I have to try to dig the mower deck out of the back corner over there behind all that crap. Alrighty, well, we do have the Mustang in the garage. At least we got one of the cars in here. I'll pull that out. We got to get under the hood here. I got my fancy light hooked up to the battery. This is a rotating light. It goes on the roof with a magnetic base. I got a piece of plywood up there underneath the ribs with a piece of sheet metal on it, so that'll stick on the roof. Try to make myself visible when I'm out there blowing it at night. And this just slides onto the terminals that I installed on the switch here. So I just pull that guy off. Oh, come on. Jesus. Alright, there's the power off. This is just the neutral side of the ground. You can see that. It's just a bolt through the battery terminal here. Put ring terminals on this so I can take it on and off every year. Actually, that's a fork, so I don't have to take it all the way off. Okay. Tight enough. Alright. So this guy goes in storage for a year or 6 months or so. Let's see if we can get the canopy off while we got it right here in the garage. That's just some bow ties at the back. Remember when we were messing with this and I was laying in all the dirt doing this last fall? Had fun. All the elastic on it is worn out. They're supposed to hook along the bottom here, and I've kind of knotted them up over the years to try to make it slack. There's the plywood with the sheet metal piece, which is just laid in there. So this, I have a rack up in the attic of the barn though, that it actually lays over to hold it in good shape. So I'm going to set that aside, and we'll put it in the barn after I'm done with this. And the canopy frame just goes on with a couple of these big wing nut-like thingies. Come on, baby. I used to have to take this bracket off every year because I had a bagger, but the bagger was a piece of junk. It ended up in the recycle bin. So this is all there is to this. And I hope she doesn't whack you. No, I don't think it's going to. Wacky. Yeah, there goes the washer, of course. I don't want to lose the washer. There's the T-nut for that. I think I'll just put these screws right back in the T-bolts in the base of the frame here, so I don't lose them. So I'll just stick those puppies on there like so. Alright. Making some progress now. All I really need to do is get the blower unit off. All I need to do is, famous last words, all you gotta do is, alright, those aren't going anywhere. They'll sit in here just fine. Well, I gotta get this frame outside, right into the Mustang. The wife will love me for that, because I need to get all this stuff out of the back. All right, we're gonna move some stuff around. Well, the annual ritual continues. I'm just gonna put new blades on every spring. I already popped that nut out. Or it's actually a screw. These blades are like, I don't know, a few bucks a piece at Sears, so I just buy new ones every year. I always say I'm going to sharpen them up, but I never do. I guess it don't. Alright, it says start center hole. I'm going to put a little anti-sneeze. Got that stuff. You can see I've been scraping the loose stuff off. When I flip it back over, she'll those are 5/8 bolts on this particular. This, no, that's not a big enough hole, so I guess I'll put it right here. You know, these blades are not razor sharp, and they're not supposed to be. So if you sharpen them yourself, don't try to get a knife edge on them. I'll take these to the shop, sharpen them up, and keep them as spares. Having fun yet? Oh, I don't mind working on line equipment. So much as I do doing the lawn work. Yuck, I hate lawn work. Alright. When I see these. This thing torques the crap out of it. I do it like that hard on my truck wheels, and they're torqued over 100. So this is probably over torque on. Nothing gets underneath these, so you don't have to worry too much about cleaning that off. Make sure you put them on right side up with the blade tops up, not down. I bought a used lawnmower once, and the blade was on upside down, and they wondered why it didn't mow good. Why it was scalping. Making spirals in the air. Alright. So you got it upside down, so think of it that way. So like cutting ceiling molding on a miter saw. You have to think upside down. Alright. Yeah, that little piece of paper in there ain't gonna hurt nothing. And I see might change these every year. When I flip this back over to go on the tractor, she'll there we go. Now I just got to get the snowblower unit off the tractor, which I'm going to bring that in as far as I can. I need to get that. My first project, my first video ever last year, if anybody recalls, was putting together a lawn sweeper. And so there's the infamous lawn sweeper. I need to get that out of the way because that's where the snowblower is going. And I stand it right up against the wall here. So, get the guy out of the way. Ow, now we go. Put the trailer hitch on it if you remember. Whew, making a dust cloud. Sweeping the floor. Alright, well I gotta move the lawn deck out of the way. Get the tractor turned around and in here, so let's see if this old dog wants to start. She hasn't been started in a couple months, probably. She runs good though. Smoking so much. She's getting beat. Okay, so we need to get the chains and off the back. So that's just a matter of taking off the bungees. Undoing that clip. Now you've seen these clips before, haven't you? They just have a hook on the end. You have to push straight in and to the side, but sometimes they're bent a little, but that one came off good. And there's just a hook on the inside. And you peel these babies right off. I run these fairly low, but then I pump them up after I get the chains on to help take up the slack. It's always hard to get a tire chain tight. I don't care who you are or how you do it. It's not easy all the time. Alright, that guy come unhooked good too. Alright. Luck is with me, and they were both right here on the back. What the heck? What the hell did I do to deserve good luck? Alright. We just unlocked the transmission. Tire chains are off. I'm going to put new tires on the back of it this year too. Just like the ones I put on the front last year. So, my priming jar. See gas on it. Now this snowblower attachment itself isn't hard to get off. There's like a transmission underneath it you have to get off. There's a couple of springs you release here by pulling on these chains and pulling out a little pin-like thing. And then it releases the tension on them so you can get the belt off. So you just pull out on this T-shaped thing. Slide out the catch. Let the chain relax. Shove it in there so you don't lose it. And instead of laying on the ground, I'm getting the mat I bought for working on the ground. I don't know if it's a yoga mat or what. I figured I could use a woodchuck hunt laying in the fields too. Alright, so now the belt just drops straight off when there's no tension. You know, I'm going to drop the transmission while I'm laying right here. Why not? Pull the pin out of that, one side. When it falls back down, I'll put the pin back together. I guess I could show you what I'm doing, but everyone will be different anyway. It's just two big pins that go in from each side to hold this transmission up. And the back of the transmission has some shoulder bolts and slots that the back just slides onto, and then the front lifts up into these pins, and then she drops it off. And that's all there is to that. And I'm going to put the pins back in the holes in the transmission. Let me reach over and get that so I don't forget it. So transmission thing. And here's where those pins go through another bolt on. When you buy the kit, you have to buy you get the accessories to mount it underneath, the right kind of bolts and stuff. So, by the way, I do love those tires. The front belt is off. I'm going to drop this to the ground. You push down on the lever, pull the clutch. Boom, now she's sitting on the ground. There's a great big pin right here. And then there's just a great big long pin that goes through here. And you just kind of work it out. And then again, there's more slotted. If you look here carefully, there's a slot. Lift this puppy up, and she comes off. And off she comes. There you go. Now we had to add that bracket to it. And pull that belt up through there so she don't lay on the ground. I put this new belt on a couple of years ago. It wasn't too long ago. And so now we just need to muscle this thing back over into its summer resting place over there by the door. I just walk it. I lift it up on either side. I guess I could have parked the tractor a lot closer. Let me get that. There's that big bolt, or that big block pin goes right through the. Can't see what I'm doing, can you? This great big bolt lock pin goes right through both holes, through holes on the bracket on the tractor that you have to mount. You have to take off your cool I had a cool bumper on there that was rad. All right. Oh, the wife thinks I need to exercise. Ha ha. Now I remember. It's a heavy beast. That's it. Whew. All right. That's one thing out of the way. The canvas frame I put in there. I used to just lay the canvas over the top of it. In here, I think. Alright, well, I'll just sit it on the ground. That's out of the way. It sticks out a little bit, but it is what it is. I can get in and out the back door if I wanted to, I guess, now. Alright. Time to do the deck. So we'll move you outside. Alright, I have my shoebox. All of my mower back parts and pins and clips and all that. It's always fun remembering how this goes together. Actually, I gotta drag them over this way. give you another quick break. They say the trick to this, I can't remember if it's the turn is all the way this way or all the way that way. I'm going to turn it this way to begin with, because it gets that left, or that right tire out of the way. And these guys got to flip forward. And there's another thing that goes in here. I need to, this little guy. I want those drive-on ones. I don't have to mess with this crap. All right. Now, the other way. Alright, you're not going to be able to see too much here. But there's a couple of like bars that have to one goes right there maybe. First one. In there. And then these front bars go up onto there. And then down to the washer and the hairpin. Hairpin clip, whatever you want to call it. Bow tie. Bow tie. It looks kind of like a bow tie. A Botox. There's one that goes on the front. It goes through. From a tab in the front that sticks down. Into a ball joint together like that. Get the belt out right here. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Now the back just uses these new flazes. They go up into the top, the arm up there, the lift arm. And drop. They just got a Z-bend, and they drop down to go on this bottom thing. Now I got the lever all the way up, so I got to put it all the way down. There we go. So this isn't too awful bad. I've done it enough times, I guess. I'm used to the drill. That's this side. The other side is just pretty much exactly the same. I've got 3 bow ties left. I'm trying to remember what they go to. Alright. This is the belt tension here, so once we get this this will guide us. That was in perfect condition right there. clipped. I don't know why I got an extra one. I don't remember anything else. And then the spring touch on the blades. I think we're all good. 1, 2. We got the drag link. Got the diagonal bar in there. There's a little diagonal bar that just keeps it from going back and forth, which you will see in some other suspension systems. I might have just used a small clip when I could have used a big clip or something. Oh, I know where this one goes. It goes right here. I just need to make sure. I guess I can put that other smaller washer on. Oops. On this over here. So that. Sorry guys and gals. We're ready to mow the grass. Guess I should check my oil. Oil check. I put a drain plug in here. They had some stupid plastic thing when I bought it. Now let's just, that's hitting the middle anyway. And it's facing downhill a little bit. So we should be good. Now what I do with this is how I raise the blade chute when I'm mowing, and it scatters the grass better. So I think we're ready to go. Oh man, there's that cool mini back. Alright guys, take care.